now?
Well, Jose, it's usually such a private moment, in vitro fertilization. Couples usually don't share this information, so what a journey we've gotten to experience this morning on Fox 26 News. Doctors have gotten the patient's eggs ready. That means in just less than half an hour, you will witness them being fertilized. Doctors have it all in place. So, Jane and Jose, are you ready to watch a baby being made this morning?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we're so excited.
Now what was that last picture? Is that where something is going to be inserted into the egg?
Let me show you, yes. If you take a look right here, this is the patient's egg right here. And it will be fertilized with this needle. This needle will go into the egg, and voila, hopefully a baby will be made. Now, then that has to sit in the lab. Monday, it will be implanted back into the patient. December 4th is the magical date. That's when we'll find out if the pregnancy test is positive, and we're hoping.
We're all doing a dance over here, too.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Melissa, so how long will it take before she knows if, in fact, a baby was formed from the egg and the sperm?
December 4th is that magical date, and then of course they'll be watching her very closely throughout the entire pregnancy, and of course we'll bring it the whole thing, hopefully the delivery in 9 months on Fox 26 as well.
So will Dad get the news by internet the way he's getting to see everything take place this morning?
Yes, we're going to hopefully set up that video conferencing again, and he'll get to be there when they get that phone call. How this clinic does it is they give you a phone call. Everyone in the office is standing by if it's positive, and everyone's screaming and yelling and crying, and they tell them that, yes, you are going to have that baby.
All right, thanks a lot, Melissa Wilson. This is an amazing procedure. And if he can see it on the internet on the 4th of December, she won't have to come home and say, guess what their doctor told me?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks so much,
That's how I was told many years ago. Thanks a lot, Melissa.
Well, it's so cool to see it live on the air, too, because we hear about it so much.
And we are live here at the Houston Fertility Clinic. The patient is just waking up, and her husband is joining us from Iraq. You are going to watch her eggs being fertilized right here in less than 15 minutes.
Amazing.
Really? Oh, it's such a cool process.
In just a few minutes, you'll see in vitro fertilization live right here. We've got the mom in Houston. We had the dad-to-be in Iraq. Her eggs being fertilized just a couple minutes away.
She's here in Houston, but he's a Marine stationed in Iraq, so they're using in vitro fertilization to make a baby.
And Melissa Wilson is live at the Houston Infertility Clinic, where the fertilization procedure has already started. How involved is it at this point, Melissa?
It is not very involved. You won't believe how simple it really is. We just got the patient wide awake. Jessica, how are you feeling right now?
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm good.
Yeah, how was it?
I don't remember it.
You don't even remember a thing? That's probably a good place to be, don't you think?
Yeah.
And how do you think your husband's doing in Iraq? Let's ask him.
He looks good.
You want to put the mic up there? Let's talk to him for just a minute. Brian, how do you feel about all this?
Once again, I just want to say I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see this.
Are you ready?
I can't believe I'm getting to experience such a miracle.
How ready are you to see the conception of your child?
Well, they say it's a gift of life. It's one of the great miracles, and I just can't wait to take part in that.
Okay, we don't want to hold you off any longer. So we have everything in place to show you Brian and to show you Jessica, and we have Dr. Sonia Christensen here from the Houston Fertility Clinic to explain the exact process. What's happening right now?
Well, basically right now we have an egg that is in position by a stabilizing rod. Coming in on the side of the screen right now, you see a needle in which is the egg. That needle will end up being inserted into the egg in order to put the sperm inside the egg for the fertilization process. And this technique is called ICSI, I-C-S-I is the abbreviation for it. Here the needle's inserted into the egg, and there's a little delay as far as you have to stabilize, inject the sperm in. You can see a little bit of movement in the needle itself. And there it goes in. And then in just a second, the needle will be withdrawn.
Brian, that could be your future baby that you just saw. What are you thinking?
I can't even explain it. It's amazing.
This is a big moment for you and your wife, and you're so thoughtful to share this with us. And you have a surprise for her. Can you show us your surprise?
Sure. I made some signs for her.
Oh, I miss you, baby.
I love you,
and
baby.
I guess there's going to be 2 babies, hopefully, you miss, huh?
I hope so.
Jessica, what was it like to be able to sit here? I mean, you're just inches away from your husband, though he's overseas, and watch this process take place.
I don't even have any, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm very overwhelmed.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful moment.
Thank you.
We're so happy for you all, and we can't wait to get the pregnancy test. God bless
Thank you.
both. I know it's so hard for these guys to be overseas and to be so far away, but what a moment you just witnessed right here on Fox 26. Back to you guys.
All right, Melissa, thanks for sharing that. And you can just see that she is just overwhelmed with emotion, especially
we all
seeing her
are.
husband. Yeah, certainly. You can feel it. I'm getting goosebumps just watching it. Thanks so much.
From your Gulf Coast Weather Authority, this is Fox 26 Morning News.
Well, it was a first on Fox then, and it's a first on Fox now. We saw her go through in vitro fertilization live on the air. That was about 2 weeks ago. Now she's live on our morning show. And we have Jessica Janisch, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Dr. Sonia Christensen.
Yep.
I'd like to thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, we also have your husband, Brian, via video phone coming to us from Iraq. Now, Brian, are you ready for some news that you probably were expecting, but right now you're going to get it firsthand?
Definitely, sir. I've been waiting.
Okay. The floor is all yours.
But you tell him. Give him the good news.
We're having a baby, babe.
I can't believe this. It's amazing.
This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. Now, Brian, did you ever think something like this would be possible?
No, not in a million years, but thanks to Dr. Christensen, it's just amazing.
You almost sound like you're at a loss for words.
I am.
Oh, and also, I'm sorry, thanks to freedomcalls.org, who allows us to be able to see Bryant. Great organization.
Now, Dr. Janisch, this is, I guess, a procedure that you've done before,
Yes.
but you've never done this type of a thing, you know, long distance, so to speak.
Not long distance, so to speak, but the technology is so good these days that when husbands are traveling, or in this case, gone for prolonged periods of time, life goes on, and women, you know, their biological time clock keeps running, and they just can't always wait. So, fortunately, we can help these patients these days.
It is really great.
It is.
So Jessica, how do you feel about all of this now?
It's still setting in, but I feel great. I just want my husband to come home and be able to experience it with me. So, a few more months.
So we're talking about how many weeks right now?
Right now, it is right at about 2 to 3 weeks, because she's considered pregnant actually before the embryos are even put back in.
Oh, so we're talking about eight months and a week or two before we actually have you back here on the air. Got a name picked out already?
We've had names picked out for a little bit, but we haven't settled on any yet, so.
Give us an idea of a boy's name and a girl's name.
It's a surprise.
Oh. Well, Brian, congratulations. Dad-to-be.
Thank you very much, sir.
And thank you so very much, Jessica.
Thank you so much.
It has been a wonderful experience for us to have you on the air, to go through the process with you.
Thank you.
And it is just fabulous. You're bringing a new life into the world.
Wonderful.
Happy holidays as well.
You too. Thank you.
And Brian, happy holidays to you. And tell all of the guys over there we support them and we send them our love and all of our support for the holidays.
Will do.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you again, and congratulations. I have to shake your hand on this.
Thank you.
All righty.